Give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right, coming at y'all with a quick lesson. All right, and this is going to be centered around the RFID microchip. All right, we got a few articles, and we're just going to basically bring them out and bring out some couple precepts as well. All right, so this is off of blacklistednews.com. One company wants to implant microchips into the hands of hundreds of thousands of global workers. All right, it says it is really happening. All right, as a matter of fact, get Habakkuk 2 and 3. Since they said it's really happening, and the scriptures tell you that it's happening. Go ahead.
It's Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. It says, For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
That's right. At the end it shall speak and not lie. So yeah, it is really happening.
Okay.
All right. This prophecy is coming to pass. A lot of these people that write these articles, they know the prophecy. Okay, they know about the mark of the beast and how, in Revelations, Revelations 13:16, they know these things. Keep going.
It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
That's right, and it will surely come. So these prophecies will come to pass, and they have to come to pass because the Lord is bound to His word. I'm gonna keep reading. It says, at one time, the idea that large numbers of people, I don't know, I clicked on the ad, Slakia. All right. So it says, at one time, the idea that large numbers of people would willingly allow themselves to have microchips implanted into their hands seemed a bit crazy. What you got, Nate? Nate, constantly saying, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's June, ain't no microchips. Basically saying, we crazy for saying that.
Hey, they just showing that these people that have patience, man. Because the scripture says, wait for it, man. So like the apostles and the elders, they've been pushing the microchip this whole time, man. So that shows the patience that the elders have and the apostles have, man.
That's right, brother. So it says, but now it has become a reality. All right, and that's gonna be what's gonna happen to a lot of you people that aren't listening to what we're saying or aren't taking heed to what we're saying. You may not see it right now. But it says, but now it has become a reality. So our reality is going to be everyone's reality very soon. Yeah. Okay. It says thousands of tech enthusiasts all across Europe have already had microchips implanted. And now a Swedish company is working with very large global employers to implement this on a corporate level. In fact, Biohacks recently told one of the biggest newspapers in the UK that they have been talking with a major financial services firm that hundreds of thousands of employees, that has hundreds of thousands of employees, Slack so that's a lot of people.
Yeah, and that's already willing, probably already got that chip, man.
Yep, and it shows you that not only is the chip, the chip is going to be worldwide, okay? And they're rolling this thing out in other places of the world. They're getting this thing going. Their agenda is starting to be fulfilled. You want to jump in, brother? Come. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep reading. It says Biohacks, a Swedish company that provides human chip implants, told the Telegraph it was in talks with a number of UK legal and financial firms to implant staff with devices. It says one prospective client, which cannot be named, is a major financial services firm with hundreds of thousands of employees. All right, and it pretty much reiterated that. But I also want to go through this real quick while we're on this subject, because I just came across this, and basically the market for RFID is rising, okay? The industry of RFID chips is on a tremendous rise.
And if I could just say, too, before you bring that out, and we even see it on the lower level because we, like as the brothers always say, they're transitioning away from the dollar, man. You know, people rarely have cash anymore. You know, it's always technology using
Exchange.
yeah, exchanges. You know, so that's on the lower level, just showing that the chip is already here, man.
Yep.
You know, we're not, to be honest, we're waiting for it, but it's still already here.
Yeah, you already have different legislation that already is passed in the books. It's in rule for microchipping people. You have the Rockefeller that actually talked to Aaron Russo, and he spoke about chipping individuals. And this is the same individual that actually, or the same family that started the Social Security market, where each and every one of these individuals, including ourselves, have Social Security numbers. And before that whole Social Security system, got pushed, you had to have men that actually conspired together, have talks, figure out how to implement, do trial runs on city for city, to the point it became mandated to the point where everybody has Social Security now. And it's going to be the same thing with the RFID chip.
Yeah. Because that ID, RFID standing for radio frequency identification. That ID stands for identification. So that's gonna be their new way of identifying everyone. Just like the brother went into Social Security, that's a form of ID.
Yep.
That's a number that is attached to your person. And RFID is to them it's the bridge between personal identification and technology. Okay, it's the bridge because you really can't hack. You really can't. It's foolproof. I mean, in their eyes, it's foolproof. Because the only way that you can use someone else's ID or commit fraudulent activity with the chip is if you have to cut someone's damn hand off.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're gonna do it. But this is the market for the RFID, and then we'll. Did you have any precepts?
I just want to say something real fast because you were speaking about hacking, and it's the spirit. Because I actually did a lesson the other day. They was talking about actually hacking brain implants. I'm just going to read this out, and I'm going to go back to you. But it says hackers will soon be able to manipulate people's memory through brain implants. So, and in this article, which I'm gonna jump into a couple of points, but they're basically speaking about how the market of things is going to transition to implantations, and you're going to have these different, ways of individuals actually hacking your brain, and actually enhancing it. Because really with the chip, they're going to use it not only for buying and selling it, they're going to use it actually, matter of fact, it says this quick point where it says, the hardware and software to underpin this exists too. The researchers note, neurostimulators connect the implants that can target and stimulate the brain to restore its functions are being used to address the symptoms of Parkinson's disease and even depression. It's not a huge leap for these devices to become memory prostheses. 5 years from now, we may be able to electronically record the brain signals that build memories and then enhance or even rewrite them before putting them back in the brain.
Yeah, rewrite them. That's what this devil is trying to do. All he's trying to do is rewrite everything that the Most High, created. He's trying to rewrite things. He's trying to as if the human body wasn't perfected. As if the Most High didn't perfect it. This devil is trying to basically, hack into it, like the brother's saying. You got the brain neurons. Your neurons send signals to all your organs and really everything in your body. And so this devil is basically bypassing those neurons and those connections from the brain, and he's sending electrical impulses or whatever. I don't really know.
Yeah, that's really how it goes. Because through that artificial intelligence and those brains that RFID chip sends different waves. Like all this technology, whether it sends radio waves, sound waves, it's the same thing with that chip. And the electrical infusion of your brain, it can actually, like I said, rewrite memories. Because I seen a video where they was talking about actually plugging a chip in certain parts of your brain, whether it's to the hippocampus, which is I think that's dictated by creativity and different things, and it has a strong link. So Esau even knows where to put the chip, because they've been doing trial runs on people, man.
Yep.
They see how it manipulates people. They see how to make super soldiers.
Right. If I just say too, if brothers have moved to upgrade, that's a good move to check out. That goes into the chip. The guy was paralyzed. He basically took the chip to where it functioned for him. He even had his own. He even talked. And it controlled him basically. He cut it on and cut it off when he wanted to, and then eventually the chip took over him. He couldn't even control it no more.
Yep, that, and that's the wave of artificial intelligence.
You can get that precept.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices."
That's right. So we know the tactics that this devil is up to, the so-called white man. Being Esau in the Bible. We know that he's getting ready to roll out his plans. His new world order. These RFID chips, these different scientific feats. This devil's pouring millions and billions of dollars into research, into this system, That's how he's gonna use it. This devil wouldn't waste all this devil, he's not gonna waste his money, that's for one thing. He's not gonna put, so much money into this if he wasn't gonna use it, roll it out.
Yeah, and everything really is being subject onto the next wave being the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. Because you have something, a tech term known as electronic miniaturization, meaning that all this technology around us is becoming smaller and smaller throughout the years.
Yep.
Every year, the laptops are becoming smaller. Well, really, you got cell phones. Laptops gonna really be done away with soon.
Yeah, and look at the evolution of the cell phone. It used to be about the size of a brick.
Headphones.
Yeah. Headphones. Now you got wireless headphones. Now it's like, and the crazy thing is, too, that you have to realize is there's no like breakthrough inventions anymore. Everything as far as technology has already like such as the internet and different like breakthroughs. Like you really don't have major releases that really change the game. The only major technology releases you get is a damn Apple phone, and that shit ain't changing.
Yeah,
they've been doing the same thing for the past 10 years.
That's how we know we're at the end of the days, because Esau really doesn't have any more developments in technology, but to chip you. All they're doing right now is filibustering with these cell phones. They're giving you a new
buying
phone.
time.
Yeah, buying time. It's the same as the last phone. Little couple tweaks, a better camera, But when they push that new G, is it 5G?
Yeah, 5G.
Yep.
Yeah, when they push that 5G, that's gonna even require a microchipping.
Yeah.
Because that's some powerful technology.
And Esau is smart because you got to think these people haven't seen any breakthrough in a while. There hasn't been a big technological breakthrough.
Yep.
But the chip is gonna be like it's gonna change the whole fucking game.
Everybody want it.
That 5G, the chip, because there hasn't people. Esau is smart, so he's just continuously doing the same thing over and over again. So people are getting bored.
Right.
But this new chip is gonna create a new excitement for people. On just thinking from a marketing level, you got it, bro.
Yeah, because even with that chip, going back to neurotransmitters and it actually stimulating your neural senses, it's gonna come to the point you don't even have to have sex no more. If you're an individual that has ED, erectile dysfunction, or you're a woman that actually doesn't get pleased, because a lot of these different people are suffering from depression. That chip can actually enhance your dopamine receptors.
Yeah,
help you release that, stimulate certain parts of your brain without you actually having to go to a cruise. It can actually put you in that hologram type of mindset to the point where you don't have to spend $2,000-$3,000 to go take a trip.
And
That chip is going to be something that's going to, like I said, it's a device that a lot of people is going to ignore the scriptures and they're going to follow for the sake of pleasure.
Yeah, and just imagine how many people are going to jump on board when they find out that, you know, oh, you mean I can get, you know, ejaculate, you know, multiple times a day, you know, and get pleased, you know, and that's just one example, but, you know, ain't no telling what else this devil has in store. But I want you to get that word device, and then you can. This is the word devices, because it says we're not ignorant of Satan's devices.
G 3540, Naima.
And it says a mental perception, thought, and evil purpose. It says that which thinks the mind, thoughts or purposes.
That's right. So we're not ignorant to Satan's evil purposes. Okay. Which what? Oh yeah, you got something?
Yeah. In the Strong's it says to cause whoever is devising evil against Yahweh Shai to desist from his purpose and submit himself to Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, because really it's really his purpose is to get people away from Yahweh Shai. You know, to basically be
left hand
to really submit to his system. That's why in Revelations 14 it says all them that were with the system, you know, the beast is actually a whole system, you know? So it's really getting people to basically sign over their life, you know, ownership.
In the ancient world, when you were a slave and you would work under your master for a number of years, but if you would decide to actually live under that master and you wanted to live with him for the rest of your life, then he would stick an awl through your ear, which means to represent yourself as in subjection to him for life. And this is the 2018 style of an awl, a piercing instrument, because the awl will go through your ear it's basically a toe tag. You know, they would tag you and put a numerical number to identify you, and it's the same thing with the chip. And we know the number of the beast. It's written in the scriptures. The number is 666, showing you it's a barcode. It's some type of numerical system that's attached to the beast system, and that's why it says who they have ears, let them hear.
That's right.
It's more on what you had.
No, that was it. Yeah. You got it.
Yeah. This is Revelations 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that beast system is America and its conglomerate allies, France, Sweden, all these different countries have techno giants, so to speak, technological advancements in them, and they're going to push the chip also, man. That's why even in China they have a new social credit system.
Facial recognition.
Yeah, facial recognition, certain identifications. You know, now you can't even get a job but by your credit system. It's not just filling out an application. They're weaning out the undesirables through technological, basically your technological avatar. You who you are is not good enough.
You gotta have a digital self.
You gotta have a digital report that people could actually monitor closely to see if you're actually qualified for certain positions.
That's right.
And if not, they're gonna delete you out the system.
Right.
They're gonna block you. You watch that on
Black Mirror.
The show Black Mirror. You know, it shows you the future of how technology is gonna basically turn into a dystopian society.
Yeah.
How all this technology we're using is going to be used to actually control and monitor us. Because, see, everybody's happy to use these cell phones and talk on the phone, call somebody from Florida to California. They're so happy that the technology is advanced and not knowing that all this is just to pick up and to track you.
Yeah, they don't know the result. They don't know the end result of what it leads to. You know? Yeah, like you said, they like, you know, being able to text and FaceTime and all these things. But, you know, they don't realize that it's it's at their own cost. You know, it's gonna be at your own cost, which is